Hey guys, Gonna Run 13. Throwing up here a little video touching on a couple subjects real quick. Today is New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2011. Kind of glad to see 2011 go. We'll see what 2012 holds us. Touching on 2012, first off, everybody have a Happy New Year out there. Touching on 2012, you know, there's a lot of controversy out there about the Mayan calendar and what is predicted to be the end of the world on December 21st, 2012. As far as what your beliefs are on that, or how you feel about that, you know, that's one thing. But you know, it just kind of made me feel, you know, as far as people who prep and prepare for everything and anything that can happen, being, you know, government collapse, economic collapse, you know, natural disasters, all-out nuclear war or invasion from foreign countries, and so on and so forth. But the end of the world, well, you know, the end of the world is, you know, sounds pretty serious. The end of the world doesn't sound like there's much to prepare for something like that. The end of the world is the end of the world. You know, nothing left. You know, the extinction of mankind or this planet itself. So as far as preppers, you know, I'm curious out there how things will be a year from now or less than a year from now with how people prepare and prep for this specific date, if it is something that they really think about or are concerned about. You know, it's kind of funny. We just got done with the Christmas season, and you know, thinking ahead, you know, to next year. You know, Thanksgiving, sitting down at a nice Thanksgiving dinner with the family. That following day, Black Friday, the day, you know, when all the great sales are out there for the upcoming Christmas season. Who out there is going to be spending tons and tons of money buying all these great prices, or buying all these great presents, great prices for Christmas that should not come, according to this calendar, this date, the end of the world. Will you be out there spending tons of money on Christmas this upcoming year? Are people upping their preps more? Are people going to be stockpiling more this year than ever? I mean, needless to say, you should be, in my opinion, for anything that may happen. You know, it's just curiosity of what's to come. You know, it gets you thinking of stuff like that. You know, will I need to be buying all those presents next year for Christmas that will not come, since the end of the world should happen a couple days prior? So it's interesting times. We've gone through this before. You know, through my lifetime, I've had seen many times of where the world was predicted to end. You know, and we are, so be it here. But how do you predict for the end of the world, or how do you prepare for the end of the world? You know, well, stockpiling these and ammo and gear and food and water and shelter and all that really doesn't sound like, you know, will be much needed for the end of the world. To me, the end of the world sounds like, you know, there are no survivors. There's no survival from that. But I'm not saying I believe in this calendar or believe that the end of the world is predicted for this upcoming year. That's not really what I'm talking about on this video. It's just the thought of it. You know, the thought of how you feel about that So I'm just curious out there what people think, what people are going to think of this next upcoming year. As far as, what they may change or add or do more of in preparing. 2012 I think could be a pretty rough year in general, period. I mean, 2011 was pretty rough, and for me particularly, specifically, and I don't see it getting, being any easier. So definitely preparing for any kind of situation is going to be a must, especially in this next upcoming year, I believe. I believe 2012 could be a defining year for a lot of people, taken apart from the whole end of the world. But, those are just a couple thoughts, a couple things that popped up into my mind, coming up here, after the Christmas season and New Year's, on what their thoughts are on this upcoming year. Everybody's got their, New Year's resolutions. Are your resolutions to purchase more of these, or purchase more of that, or more food, or will it all matter at the end of the world? The end of the world. There's no more world. There's nothing to prepare for. So, just some thoughts to go through that, I've been thinking about a little bit. Thought I'd share them with you here on this video. And maybe start a little discussion on what people are thinking about this upcoming year with what's predicted, and, economically what you're seeing, and, not to mention we have a big election coming up. So 2012 will be, in my mind, I see it to be a pretty hot year, as far as the possibilities. So, just thought, guys. Gonna run 13. Just want to see what you guys think out there, YouTube. So let me know. Have a happy, safe New Year, and we'll talk to you in 2012.